Hello, hello. On today's show, Mike is going to show us the winners of round 4, Cover Combat 6, and the combatants for round 5. Welcome to your favorite live streaming, sometimes pre-recorded, cover combat or comic art loving, battle simulating podcast, Cover Combat 6. And as usual, I am your 4th or 5th favorite podcasting host, Kevin. And of course, we've got the main man here, Mike. You want to say hey?
Hey, good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Good evening. And of course, we wouldn't be able to do anything we do without Pat as well.
I don't know about that, but happy Monday anyway.
Happy Monday. It's true. It's true. And then last but not least, we thankfully have our background producer here tonight as well, Karen. Man, so close to a good intro. I just wrecked it right at the beginning, but I was so close that time. I'm going to get it one of these times here. So what's up, fellas? No regular live stream this past Saturday. I've been getting I've been flooded with emails like, what's going on, Kevin? What's going on? It's been kind of tough for me to keep up with responding to them all to let people know what's going on. But in a nutshell, is anybody else hearing that? Okay, whatever that is. In a nutshell, I was at the Akron Comic-Con on Saturday with Karen and Tyler. Pat and Mike couldn't make this one, but we had a lot of fun there. Then, of course, we couldn't do a live stream because of that. But someday I want to work it out to where we're at a con and we can be, Johnny on the spot. No pun intended there, but you know how they used to do it, or I guess they still do it. Some of these guys do it, but we're not quite that advanced yet. But someday, right, Mike?
Right.
That'll be exciting, right? So, all right. Anyway, let's get to it. You need me to add this to the screen, right, Mike?
Yeah, I was trying to. Yeah, does it look correct on there?
Yes, we're up and it looks correct. Yep. You're good to go.
Let me hit. Okay, yeah. On my screen, it was just different. All right, so I just want to say it's been nice knowing everybody out there, because I'm probably not going to have any friends after.
Okay.
But keep in mind, I just tally the votes, and I only get one vote, and I did vote.
I was going to say, sometimes you get one vote, but sometimes you don't even use the one vote. So
that's true. So don't hate the messenger is what your message is basically tonight, right, Mike?
Correct.
Yeah. All right, fair. I have something I'd like to say before you get into talking about this particular matchup first as well.
Okay.
Because this particular matchup once again, I was trying to check up on how all our votes were going just to make sure people didn't forget to vote. And I saw the votes on this one, and I had an epiphany. And you guys may already have thought of this, so it might not be any new news to you, but it kind of struck me that, sometimes we can get votes on covers for Cover Combat that have nothing to do with the art itself. I was thinking it might have to do with the content. Like I said, this one, for example, some people might not, because when you vote, you're kind of essentially saying you like it or you think this is the best cover, right? All these things, right? I mean, it's all in the interpretation of the vote. And I could see some people not wanting to vote for Crisis, even though they think it'd be a better cover, especially if they aren't comic book people, just because they don't like Dead Supergirl or Crying Superman. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the Crying Superman is a big deal. If they don't have.
Okay, so hold on. But you're saying that Dead Supergirl, that's not a big deal, but Crying Superman is, right?
If we're comparing these two covers.
I'm just kidding.
Because each of them
that was supposed to be funny. That was supposed to be funny. Recognize real quick. Karen, can I get a little fake laughter? Oh, geez.
Guess not.
Anyway, continue on with that, Mike. Good. What were you saying? I'm sorry. Good. What were you saying?
What was I saying?
You're saying the Crying Superman was tough here, right?
Yeah. But that Supergirl is bad too. But we don't know if it could equally be dead women on each cover.
You're right.
Or stoic and Superman isn't, because they don't have an emotional attachment to the story.
That's true.
There's a picture. If they read the story, they might be, a little more heartbroken and kind of
exactly. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying, Pat? Someone might not want to vote for the Crisis, even though they think it's visually better, but they don't like the content of the cover, right? I mean, that makes sense, right, Pat?
Hey, I guess so.
Okay, so you don't. I mean, I know you like to try to be the mediator kind of guy, but are you basically you don't? From what you just said, I'm thinking you don't think that's a possibility.
No, I think anything's a possibility. I don't know. I scratch my head at the votes sometimes. So
okay,
I have no idea.
Which, as I watched last week's episode more. And that whole comment comes across with Johnny kind of ribbing me about how I said that the Black Canary standing there she's just standing there. And then he likened that to Batman 422, which I love. And I talk up, as they're just standing there, whatever, but in my opinion, that's another perfect example. I mean, even though they're technically both just stand there, whatever. I mean, Black Canary stand there showing off an outfit and Batman's kind of being ominous with a knife. It's two totally different things. But for whatever reason, Johnny was pointing out in his opinion that those are, very similar as far as simple, and that shouldn't sway that vote or whatever his point was. But you get my point. There's so many crazy factors. Another reason why Cover Combat is so awesome. So many crazy factors as to what people look at it to what gets their vote, right? The audience approves of my monologue. Okay, continue, Mike. Go.
All right. So, but we don't even know what books we're talking about here. Crisis number 7 from George Perez versus Batman 390 and Tom Mandrake. The winner had 53% of the vote.
There's Pat shaking his head. This is one of his head scratchers. Just the fact that this is close without even knowing the winner yet, right?
This should be a runaway, right?
right.
53% of the vote. Are you guys ready?
Yes, I'm ready, I think.
Kevin's ready. Patrick's not ready.
Right.
All right. And the winner with 53%, moving on. Batman 390, Tom Mandrake defeats Crisis 7.
That is insane. Of course, Pat, I just wanted you to say it out loud. You thought it should have been a runaway victory for Crisis, correct?
I don't know about runaway, but this cover just confounds me.
Johnny's chiming in saying ridiculous as well. He agrees with you too, Pat.
In a world, I can't understand how this cover could be in the top 8 of all DC covers of the 80s. A cover that I don't even think I've ever seen before. and then I never want to see again, but I'm going to see it for at least one more week.
Well, guess what? You just chalked up an idea for me for your next Christmas present. I'm just kidding. I won't do that to you again. Mike, what say you on this one?
Yeah, I picked Crisis to be like final two. I just think it's such a legendary cover, and yeah, this cover's never been on my radar. I'm trying to get a lot of back issues. I don't have this one. I've never sought it out.
Yeah, I Mike from New York's commenting faceplant. He's totally not feeling this either. And I voted for Crisis as well, but this was actually the book because I saw what was happening with the votes on this one that prompted my monologue that I was thinking how I was excuse me, essentially I was the same as Pat. I was scratching my head and I'm like, this is what it's got to be. It's got to be because people don't want to see crying Superman or dead Supergirl anymore. It can't be because of how great this cover is, which while I like this cover, it just doesn't hold a candle to Crisis in my opinion either. It's crazy. But if this ends up winning,
who exactly did vote for this cover then? If it seems like all the studio audience out there is doesn't know what's going on. Who voted for this cover? That's what I'd like to know.
You want me to name names?
No, okay. Don't name names. Go do your research, Pat. At least that's my opinion. But anyway, just because I don't want to name names, just because I feel like we're kind of giving whoever voted for this as a hard time, and I don't want them to feel bad, But anyway,
I think I thought about that before the show. I was thinking, there's one cover that does not belong here. But I can't keep going so hard on that cover because I'm making the person feel bad that put that cover in there. But man, I just don't get it.
Yeah. So Johnny's chiming in again. The perspective in the background of this cover of Batman is so off. And then your grandpa chimed in too. He said, "What's going on here?" And I don't know whether that was just his greeting for being here or not. Hello, your grandpa. It's good to see you here. Or whether he was commenting on the results of this first matchup as well. He's like, "What's going on here?" Like it's a world gone mad. I don't know.
Yeah. That's how I took it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Anyway, man, it is crazy, but it's fun as heck. It's fun as heck. Yeah. Let's watch this book be Killing Joke next. I don't know.
Well, Killing Joke has to survive this week.
Right, I know. I wasn't being too presumptuous there, or trying not to be, but anyway. What were we saying, Mike? Sorry.
Yeah, Patrick said what I was about to say. Yeah, Killing Joke has to make it beyond this round as well.
Right. Yeah. Oh, now I'm scared with those comments doubling down on them.
All right, keep moving. Next up, we have Dark Knight 1 from Frank Miller versus Batman Greatest Stories from Dave Dorman. The winner here, 63% of the vote.
This is one I don't like. Pat, are we on the same side at least? Because you're through with Gargoyles, and even though I think you expressed that this Dark Knight Rises never wowed you, but we're on the same team here, right?
Team Dark Knight.
Yeah,
we're on the same team here.
Thank God, Mike.
No, I actually went those Batman stories.
Daggum. And what I'm going to say this: I like that you didn't go with me because because we all three were on Crisis and it lost. So that the fact that we're 2 out of 3 here gives me hope for Dark Knight Rises. Man, come on, please, Mike, for the love of Pete, come on.
All right, I'll show you the winner with 63%.
Yes. Oh, nice.
Batman.
What?
What do you mean, what?
The studio audience just booed.
Oh, I can't hear this.
You missed it. I figured. Sorry, Mike. Who won?
Dark Knight 1 from Frank Miller.
Nice. Oh, man. Thank goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, I voted for Greatest Stories. Oh, like, yeah, I
Yeah, you said that. Yeah. Hey, I still need to get to Xcellar to find that novel on that one. Have you seen that Greatest Stories? Have you physically seen it, Pat?
I feel like I feel like I used to see it like all the time at like the bookstore or used books or stuff like that. I don't think I ever owned it.
Was it a book? Like, was
Yeah,
it a novel?
I think it was reprints. It was a hardcover reprint, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
I
what
think.
Mike said. But I could swear, and I still have to check Xcellar. I could swear I had a novel with that same cover on it as well, but I could be
Maybe
wrong.
I could be wrong too. I don't know. Johnny knows what it is. He can chime in here if he's still around.
Yeah.
Kevin, it's you have a paperback, right? It's like a
Right.
small
Yeah.
paperback.
Oh, okay.
I remember what but that is a novel, and I think it does say something about Batman's greatest. So it may be because what we're seeing here is a collection of reprints of comic books.
They could have just reused the same cover for that novel as well, basically.
Yeah.
Johnny's saying Pat is correct. Got it. All right.
I'll be at Xcellar tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, next up, let's keep moving. Oh boy, Batman 422 versus the Killing Joke from Brian Bolland. Hey, who did that Batman again?
What? Oh, who's the artist?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I had it every week. I forget this time.
We have confidently commented on this matchup many times, but I'm not so confident anymore after Crisis getting the boot. Johnny's commenting, the cover is the dust jacket for the hardcover. Okay, gotcha, Johnny, for that greatest Batman stories ever told. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not so confident about this Killing Joke. Pat, how much of your hard-earned cash would you put down if you were a betting man that Killing Joke's going to walk away from this matchup? After the Crisis boot.
Right. And again, it's going up against a Batman cover, which I feel like that could have been a tipping point for the other matchup. So I don't know what to think anymore.
Yeah, we were kind of putting that Batman under the spotlight last week too.
Yeah.
Gave it a lot of attention.
Well, all I'm gonna say is I'll be kind of like I was with Crisis. I'll be entertainingly surprised if the Batman pulls it out here. But I'll also be happy if the Killing Joke wins because I voted for the Killing Joke and I think that's deserved. But man, I love this Batman cover so much. And especially even with our remark segment, check out our last episode for that. That was a lot of fun. Our remark segment for the Batman makes me love this cover even more. Like I want to get this mounted now. Because of our whole remark segment. So,
yeah.
Anyway,
draw a lot of attention to it.
What's that, Mike? Sorry.
We've drawn a lot of attention to it.
Right. Yeah. All right, Mike. What we got?
You want the percentages?
Yes.
89% went to the winner.
Oh my God. Okay, Pat. It's impossible that this Batman would beat Killing Joke at 89%, isn't it?
You'd think.
You would think. You would think.
Okay, Mike. Here we go.
Here we go. And the winner. Moving on.
Oh, jeez.
The Killing Joke from Brian Bolland.
Nice. I may have had a laughing heart attack if that Batman would have been the winner. Johnny's chiming in. Mike's remark was a prelude to this, right? Facts. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Jerry Bingham, by the way, Mike, if you didn't pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
The Batman 422 artist, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we started with a close matchup, and then we had two that were a little bit greater defeats. And now we're back with another close matchup. Action Comics 643, George Perez versus Wonder Woman 14, George Perez. The winner 53-49. of the vote.
Yeah,
I would say
not
that
surprised.
one. Yeah. What were you saying, Pat? Sorry.
I was saying not surprised that it was so close.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. Is that this is? I would totally have expected that for this matchup. They're both great. They're both equally great. I think.
Yep.
And whichever way this one goes, I'll be fine with either way. I think my heart can finally calm down a little bit because we're in. I'm good with whatever happens here. How you feel about this one, Mike?
Yeah, I prefer the Action Comics to the Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
But like you, I'm kind of good either way. This is like when I watch a football game and the Steelers aren't playing.
Right, exactly. That's a good analogy. Karen's in the background down there, all bitter at all of us not saying that Wonder Woman should handily win this.
She's like, you're wrong again.
Right. All right.
All right, 53%. Remember, I said I just count the votes. All right, Karen, here's the winner. Just for you.
Oh! Sorry to whoever. Oh, sorry, Mike. Who won? Who won?
Wonder Woman 14 won.
Yeah. Sorry to whoever submitted action, but congratulations to Karen. Johnny's commenting, no love for Soups today. Yeah, Soup got the boot from all the cover comments.
I guess now I know why he was crying on that person.
And I'm actually in a Smallville binge right now. I'm actually got Smallville in the background right now too. Man, I should be a little bit more sad about this, but it is what it is. Oh, lots of fun. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're going to get through these pretty quick because the semifinals, there are 4 covers left. We just saw them. And then after this, the finals. And then down to 1. So we'll see our matchups here.
Well, Mike Collins. Oh, sorry. Mike from New York is chiming in, double face plant. I don't know if that was that late or he doesn't like that Wonder Woman. How long? It's hard to tell how long ago he put that up, but
yeah, I think he was double face planting for the Wonder Woman Action Comics.
Oh yeah, okay.
I just think Mike. I think Mike is more a Superman fan than he is a Wonder Woman fan because he's obviously a Perez fan. I think he's probably top 2 or 3 for him.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm guessing he's a Superman Wonder Woman.
All right, let's see how these matchups go.
All right, right out of the gate, let's make it tough and fun.
Oh!
Dark Knight 1 from Frank Miller versus Batman 390 Tom Mandrake.
Well, it's official. Batman 390 could go. It's possible for Batman 390 to go up to against Killing Joke in the finale, Pat.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's going to be fun. I mean, seriously, 390 pulled a lot of votes. I was so surprised.
Well, once again, I don't think I voted for 390. Well, maybe I voted for 390 one time. You definitely never voted for it at all, right, Pat?
I can't remember. Probably not.
Okay. Yeah. Mike, did you remember ever voting for it or not?
I think I may have voted for it once.
Yeah.
Definitely not last. I voted for Crisis.
I want this Dark Knight Returns. I want Killing Joke. I definitely in the Killing Joke Dark Knight Returns camp to win it all.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, 390 does have a chance to make it through.
Yeah.
But what we just looked at, our last matchup, we've got the Killing Joke against Wonder Woman 14.
That's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough. Karen, you better be out beating the street or out on the street, knocking on doors, Getting out here. If Karen wants to push this Wonder Woman past Killing Joke, right, Mike? You think this is probably a pretty this is going to be like a 90 percentile plus, right?
No, I don't. I think it's going to be close because of the Wonder Woman fans. I really do.
Oh.
I think Killing Joke fans, but then, you know, I think like someone like Karen, I think she's diehard Wonder Woman. You know, it's
yeah.
Vote no matter what cover it's up against. So yeah, I wouldn't count.
Studio audience loves that optimism too, Mike. And I'm sure Pat's answer, Pat, if I could just speak for you, is just anything could happen. So who knows, right?
Yeah, I actually was thinking the exact same thing Mike stated there. You know,
No.
Wonder Woman hasn't gone up against sort of like this heavy hitter favorite. I don't think so. You know, a lot of those Wonder Woman fans that are waiting in the weeds could jump out here and do some damage.
Yeah, make me nervous.
Oh man.
That's it.
All right, man. That was fun. That was fun. I'm gonna have to take the rest of the night to recover from that crisis loss. Jeez. Man, I think me and you, Mike, might have talked about it, that we were talking about a Cover Combat 6 finale if it would have been 3 like we've had in the past. You know, Crisis, Killing Joke, Dark Knight, right? Those are the ones we kind of speculated, right?
Yeah, that's what I would have put final. That Batman though, 390. I wouldn't put that up there.
Yeah. Oh man, but that was fun though. Oh, this is a good Monday night show. So then just to kind of give people a kind of peek into next week, we will do a regular Cover Combat show, regular schedule, but then the following week after that, we're going to intentionally skip a week before the actual victor is announced. Correct, fellas? Both of you? That's what you're thinking as well?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it because of the holiday scheduling and stuff?
Well, I think we also like to. Do we like to skip? Oh no, we want to skip a week in between starting Cover Combat 7. Yeah, that's where. Yeah. Okay.
And just so I don't miss voting, I've already voted for all of Cover Combat 7.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, did you say 7? Did you say 7? Okay.
Yeah, I voted for 7.
Oh, wow.
I can't wait for Cover Combat 7. Oh, and that's what we want to do. That's one of the things I want to talk about. This coming Saturday show is going to be the season 4 premiere. And one of the things I want to talk about was Cover Combat 7 and who the participants are that have submitted covers. So people can kind of be prepared for doing that. And then, and then it'll just be the 2 weeks from that point that Cover Combat 7 starts, right? It's hard to see how all this lays out. It's hard to speak that far in the future. So I guess I shouldn't even be trying, right?
Yeah, it's best just to
just shut up. Gotcha, Mike.
That's what I meant to say. It was just a polite way.
Right.
Wait to say those words. I mean, shut up.
All right, then let's wrap this up then. Please like this video and comment your vote for which covers you think win these matchups, as well as subscribe and hit that bell to get notifications. And you can not only vote here for these, 2 semifinal matchups, but you can also go to Facebook, and Mike will have a Facebook post up there. You can vote as well. Either way is fine. And then follow XcellarComics on Facebook, Instagram, and or X, aka Twitter. And follow Xcellar_comics on TikTok to see the latest posts and updates for the next rounds of Cover Combat. And you can help support XcellarComics Cover Combat shows including the prizes that will be involved with them, starting with Cover Combat 7. Stay tuned for that. We announced that last week. We won't get into that tonight, though. We'll get into that next week as well. But you can help support all of that through Patreon at patreon.com/XcellarComics. And then watch the next episode of Cover Combat 6, the round 6. I have finals on there, but it's these. Oh, actually, it'll be the finals because we'll be revealing the semifinals. Yeah, it's so confusing. But anyway, yeah. So the round 6 finals that we will publish next Monday, November 13th at 8 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back to a pre-recording for that one. And then lastly, watch our next live stream on YouTube or Facebook this coming Saturday, November 11th at 9:30 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time for our Season 4 premiere episode. It's going to be a doozy, too. We're going to have Mike, our Pokemon aficionado, is going to be back for What's Going On with Pokemon. It's going to be our next episode of the previews. And then we got a couple surprises planned as well. So definitely check us out this Saturday morning. Definitely going to be a lot of fun. Right, Mike?
Yep. A lot of fun.
Right, Pat?
Yeah, it'd be nice getting back to a regular show.
Yeah, it is. It's always weird when we skip, that's for sure. So, all right. Did you have anything else tonight, Mike?
Yeah, give me about 10 minutes and I'll get the matchups posted on Facebook.
Okay. Pat?
I have nothing else.
Karen? Okay. Any of the commenters? No, we'll call it there. Okay. We really appreciate everybody stopping by. Love getting all the comments during all of this. This was definitely an exciting episode of Cover Combat. Definitely get your votes in and stay tuned for all the future Cover Combats. They're going to be just as great as this one was. And until next time, don't forget, appreciating great art is awesome and reading a great story is fun. So why not pick up a comic book and do both? Xcellar out.